After the Battle of Santo Domingo, we have lost track of the German High Seas Fleet. We thought them beaten, but it looks like they have made their way north and are about to assault the southeastern seaboard. The only ships we have in the area, except for the currently being commissioned North Carolina-class battleships, are a couple of destroyer screens. So they will try to inflict as much damage and then retreat from the oncoming fleet, because they can obviously not take on the whole group by themselves. We have formed two battle lines out of these Coast Guard ships, and yes, we are obviously not going to be engaging at strength, but we will be trying to get torpedo launches away and then attempting to disengage. None of these are particularly fast with 32 knots, so we might have to fight off the enemy destroyers and potentially also light cruisers if they have anything, but we will see. But maybe we'll get some torpedo hits in and do some damage, but mostly this is a delaying action, trying to get them to slow down, and while we're feverishly trying to get the North Carolinas off the slipways and bring the big guns to support. Okay, we have made contact, and yes, that is one of the bigger, that was one of the larger ships. So we will wait. We will try to get a little closer, but yeah, we are already starting to take fire. So smoke screens up. We're not going to be doing anything with the guns here, and we'll see if we can get a little closer. And maneuver feverishly, trying to get a little closer to get the torpedoes away. Both groups are smoking up, but first group with the Samuel and Moore in the lead is the closer one. So we will try to get some torpedoes away and see if we can land a couple of hits, but we're not going to go suicidal. Mostly we'll try to disengage. And we have respotted them, so I think they're unfortunately not in a tight formation, but these are light cruisers, I would almost assume. And we have dropped our torpedoes, so let's get out of here. Second group, full turn, drop the torpedoes. We'll see if we hit anything, but we're not even going to get through the screening group with 4 destroyers. So send the torpedoes away, and then we we make big steps out of here. We're not going to try and wait for a reload, but we'll just try to disengage, because that is too large of a force to do anything sensible against. And there are our torpedo spreads, but I think the enemy screening force has done their job and has given them advanced warning, so they're probably going to be able to evade them. The only thing that might hit anything is the torpedo spread from the second group, and if the battle line is passing through here, then we might be able to, if they have the range, we might be able to get something on target, but we will see. We have hit, but it was a dud torpedo, unfortunately. It was an unspotted ship here. This is extreme range, so maybe one of these torpedoes can hit. Yeah, nope. Unfortunately not. Oh, we've got a torpedo hit and a flood. Nice. And that torpedo might be on target, but it's a very steep angle against that battleship. If we can... Oh, they just avoided it. Well done. Well done, the German captains there. And that... I think something exploded regardless, but it did hit the belt, so torpedo protection probably... torpedo might have detonated on a magnetic detonator, but torpedo protection has done its job, so we'll just see if anything of this spread is hitting anything, and then we'll get out of here. And we did hit the aft belt. I think that might have been one of the battle cruisers that took another torpedo here. Has caused some flooding. So I think we've done some damage. I think yeah, the Samuel and Moore has taken a hit, so she is down to very low speeds. Unfortunately, she's lost all three of her boilers, so she is actually being chased right now, which means I am going to detach this division to get the Waller out of here, and the Samuel and Moore is not making much speed. I think she is making something like 9 knots, so I don't think she can get out of there. But there's nothing the rest of the group can do. If they turn around to engage, then we will lose all 4 of them. So we'll see how it turns out in the end. The rear turrets are still bravely returning fire, but the deck's awash, and she's not, given with her engines knocked out, she is not making any speed. So yeah, I don't think she's gonna get out of there. Laying smoke and under emergency power, it looks like the Samuel and Moore was able to disengage from the enemy. Hopefully we've thrown them off our trail, and she can limp back to port. She is taking on a lot of water now, so I'm gonna just get the torpedoes away, and then the torpedoes are not yet reloaded. Okay, let's keep creeping. We'll have to see if we can still manage to reload the torpedoes and get them away as a final middle finger to the Germans, or if she goes down before that. And unfortunately it wasn't meant to be. The crew has not managed to reload the torpedoes. She has taken a couple more hits, and she is going to go down. So all in all, we have managed to do some decent amount of damage to one of the enemy heavy cruisers, and I think we've hit some of the battleships or battle cruisers, but yeah, the Samuel and Moore has unfortunately been lost, but the Power has dealt a fair amount of damage with her torpedoes. So after this delaying action and the obvious defeat against the German fleet, we're hoping that we can get the big guns ready and into battle. But before that, the invasion fleet has to defend the landing ships against yet another British attack. The ships are damaged and from previous engagements and low on fuel and ammunition, but we don't have a choice. We have to take on this British battle group to protect the landings and the transports and the Marines on the shores. And we haven't even had time to organize our forces yet, because we have already spotted the British at close range. They have managed to come up at us under cover of night. And the Colorado, Pennsylvania are leading the group here, with the more damaged Mississippi and Arizona in the rear. So we are going to get these. We're going to get these turn about. What have we spotted here? That must have been the British heavy forces. They're also not unscathed, so hopefully this will turn out right. Now I'm trying to organize the light cruisers together with San Francisco into a more mobile group, while we have the destroyers can just do screening duty for the main battle line, and we've got the second destroyer force. Don't need to scout, we know exactly where they are. Please also screen the battle line. So we've got the San Francisco's group to operate, and we've got the main battle fleet. So let's get the light forces up ahead, and the battleships in the rear. So. And the destroyers on screening duty. I'm gonna leave your torpedoes on. Please be careful with those. All right, and we have so far spotted the British main force, which consisted, I think, of a battleship and a battle cruiser. Both of them are damaged. I'm not sure if that was from previous engagements or from mines, but. Hopefully, Colorado and her group can make relatively short Short work of them. Colorado firing off some ranging shots, and I think we've lost mostly contact with them. So let's get the scouting group under the San Francisco a little closer to make sure that the battleships actually have something to target. And we do have some... what do we have? We've got the New Haven, Salem and Juneau. Salem and Juneau I think have... no, they don't actually have. Someone has torpedoes. Did they? Someone must have torpedoes. Oh, the Juneau has torpedoes, yes. Yes, Salem and New Haven are Brooklyns. So Juneau does have torpedoes. So we get the cruisers at high speeds to keep an eye on the enemy fleet, while the battle group is going to operate from the rear and is going to try and land some shells on target. Okay, we're starting to re-establish contact here. And I think this is the... it's probably one of the... is that one of the heavy cruisers? Or one of the battleships, battle cruisers? Not sure. But cruiser division is getting into range. How far is San Francisco away? 9.8 kilometers. That's a little far still for her to be effective. But we'll get a bit closer and see if we can start getting some hits in here. With our own cruisers. Yep, San Francisco is landing 8-inch hits on whatever it is that we've got out there. Currently firing high explosive, and I'd like for them to start actually taking on the screening forces more, probably. These are the enemy light cruisers. There might be torpedoes in the water as well, so we do have to slightly change our course. So let's kite away a little bit, while the battle fleet itself is going to try and get a little closer. Starting to land 6-inch hits quite reliably as well, but obviously do have to be careful about incoming torpedoes here. Okay, I think the cruiser division is starting to draw some of the enemy forces, and yeah, there are incoming torpedoes. So we are going to have to go evasive here, turn them around, and the battle line I think is slowly starting to score some hits as well. But we obviously do have to be careful with torpedoes ourselves here. We're going to drop speed to 19 knots, get a bit more stability going here. And focus fire on whatever is leading the charge here, which I think is one of their light cruisers. Yeah, probably. So let's get that out of the picture if we can. We'll get the cruiser division to turn around, avoid the enemy incoming torpedo attack. And then we will get them back to try and blunt the rush of the incoming ships here, while the destroyers are screening to the side of where there is nothing to screen. Okay, too many destroyers to manually manage. Let's see if we can land a couple of hits here with the heavy forces. Okay, I think we've evaded most of the enemy torpedoes, so we're going to actually make a pass here with the cruiser force behind the battle line, please, not in front of it, and see that we can get around, cut them off, and try to attack them from the other side, while the battle line under Colorado needs to get a little closer, I think, in order to be effective. There we go, that's better. Okay, I think that broadsiding light cruiser has just taken a full salvo from the battle line. A bunch of 14-inch hits, and I think that was probably effective. Yep, light cruiser is down, and that was the first screen gone. Now, she may have torpedoes away. I would be lovely if the destroyers were actually doing their scouting duty, but they are busy doing other things. We do get some 14-inch hits coming in. That cruiser is on fire, and not in a good shape. But still going in aggressively. Another salvo from the main guns. Let's see if we can land any hits here. I think that's mostly been missing the fire, unfortunately. But we will get San Francisco's group around and to engage at closer range with the enemy cruiser force, while the battle line is more or less circling the enemy at this point. And the destroyers are still busy scouting to make sure that nothing comes in from the other side and we don't get into a crossfire. Talking about crossfires, we'll try to get one going ourselves. So San Francisco and her light cruiser group have made their way around, which means while the battle line is busy ripping into the enemy cruisers here from this side, we'll see if we can get our own cruisers engaged more by coming in from the other side. Okay, there are torpedoes, and Mississippi seems to have lost rudder control. That is very unfortunate. Not sure if that was due to captain's actions or if that was due to a hit, but let's get the group again up to flank speed, although flank speed is 18 knots. This is all we can do. The light cruisers have launched torpedoes. Well, Pennsylvania might take one here if she cannot avoid them, and Colorado herself should be relatively safe. Mississippi is trying to reposition with, and I think Pennsylvania is just about evading the torpedoes here, unless these two torpedoes can make a contact on the bow. Ah, she's taking two torpedoes in the bow. That is unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. Just almost managed to avoid them, but oh, and has taken a flash fire. Okay, Pennsylvania's forward ammunition depots have detonated. That is bad. She does need to disengage. So I don't know if that was a torpedo hit or if she has taken additional hits. But she needs to retreat, which gets the battle line down to 3 ships. Where's my cruiser force? I haven't paid attention. No. Okay, that torpedo, good. The San Francisco's force is coming in close and is taking the enemy light cruisers under fire here, which is what I want. But I do have to be a little careful with torpedoes. I was too busy with the battle line. So let's get San Francisco engaged, and let's get these light cruisers here dealt with. While Colorado is now leading the charge, Pennsylvania is flooding. Her bow section is flooding, and Mississippi is still doing okay. Arizona as well, and I think we are managing to start to take on some of the targets here. But there is another Juno. So let's get the battle line to focus their fire on the enemy battle cruiser there, while the cruiser group is going to have to once again try to evade torpedoes, but has dealt with the light cruisers. There's still the Diamond out there, and San Francisco, can you make that turn? I think you can, and we should be safe. So straight ahead. Evaded that torpedo, and cruiser force is going to go after the finish off the Diamond, please. And then she's almost done. There's another torpedo spread that we can avoid without too much trouble, and the battle line is still going strong, focusing fire on the enemy battle cruiser, but taking fire from the light forces in the north there. Okay, San Francisco going in, and we are going to go in hard against the enemy light forces. But please get the Diamond finished up if you can. No. Focus your fire on this thing. Do not want. Okay. In that case, just fire at will, really. The Irresistible is taking heavy fire, but so far still up and running. And we are going to give chase on the other screening force here, and our battleships are still in good shape, still focusing their fire on the Irresistible. And we will drop speed to 16 knots now. Why are you firing high explosive? Fire armor piercing, please. At the Irresistible. Okay, that hopefully will do the trick. The Pennsylvania, yeah, has taken on water, but I think they're getting it under control. However, she is retreating. Cruiser line is now... Oops, more torpedoes. Okay, Irresistible is going down. San Francisco has taken a torpedo, but it wasn't too bad. Let's see if we can manage to at least dodge the next one that's coming in there. She is flooding in the bow section, however. Yes, we have managed, but New Haven might run into that. I think we might be a little overextended because we now have the enemy battle cruiser to deal with here. So let's try to deal with the Crown Colony, while the battle line, please draw the fire from the Hector if you can, and get a bit closer in there. Risk to the cruisers is manageable, but we do need to get away from the Hector. That's not something I want to deal with. So we can only do 28 knots because of San Francisco taking on water. So let's perform the turn here, and then focus our fire on that light cruiser. Juno has taken quite a bit of damage here, so let's get her detached. And you please retreat. Whereas the others, please keep... Right, what am I having now? No, I wanted Juno to detach, please. Smoke up, Juno. Detach. You are going to retreat. And the rest of you, please stick with the... Okay, game. Game does not wish to do this right now. So we have the Pennsylvania retreating, and I am trying to get the rest of the line out of there, but unfortunately it's slightly unresponsive. Okay, let's get everything detached. San Francisco, course here. New Haven, hold your course. Salem, out this way, and Juno, please go that way. Juno, please retreat. I'll just manage everything by hand. Battle line is still engaging the Hector, which is not in a great shape. Lots of torpedoes coming out here, and I think Salem, please keep your course. Evade these torpedoes. San Francisco, you need to get out of here. It's gotten a little scrappy at this point. And keep targeting the light cruiser, please. New Haven is on a good course. Torpedoes avoided. Salem, get back. Get back to the group, but don't run into the torpedoes. And the Juno doesn't have any torpedoes left, but needs to get out of here, please. So you please retreat. The battle line is getting a little far away. Okay, finally we're done with the Crown Colony. I would like to get the Hector out of the way before we focus the battle line on the remaining heavy cruisers over there. San Francisco. Okay, let's see if we can make this happen again. Please form up with the San Francisco, and you please form up with that group. There we go. And then we get them to turn about as well. And you can help out with the Hector, yeah, because it's your closest target. And the battle line is a little scruffy at this point. We're still heading towards the remaining heavy cruisers over here, but we do need to finish off the Hector. I am going to get 3 of those relatively useless destroyers and make a run for things here, while the battleships are okay. They're actually there's a damage destroyer here. Oh, I've got minesweepers in here. That's why. Okay. That's fine. 14-inch can make... Yep, we've got the Hector done. So Hector is done for, which means we can now focus our fire on the last remaining heavy cruisers. And the battleships, led by the Colorado, please take up flank speed, which for you at this point is 18 knots. And see that you can engage these heavy cruisers. But probably San Francisco is going to be the one having to go after them. The problem is we can't really repair the ships because they are supporting the landings at the same time. So that is mildly unfortunate. I think there's still some things out there. Let's see what we're fighting with here. We are fighting the Royal Arthur, 9.2 inches, Monmouth, and the Ariadne. So these are actually these aren't heavy. Yeah, these are heavy cruisers, but more like armored cruisers, relatively heavily armed, but only 3 turrets. Okay, let's see what they can do. So we've got the big guns closing in. And we've got the San Francisco's group closing in as well. And I think that is going to hurt. Okay, the Monmouth is already done. And due to flooding, Colorado's opening up at the lead ship. Let's see if she can make some impact here. Yep, and that has blown up the Royal Arthur pretty much, and that leaves the Ariadne, and I think that is probably the last of them, unless there's another group out there that we haven't really dealt with yet. So San Francisco going in, but yeah, these armored cruisers did not stand a chance against the battle line. So everybody focusing their fire on the Ariadne now, and she should be done as well relatively quickly. So let's see who's done the most damage. The Arizona, 36,000 damage. It's got 41 penetrating hits with the 14-inchers, followed by Mississippi, Colorado, and the New Haven, whereas the destroyers haven't done an awful lot. And Juneau and Pennsylvania themselves haven't been as successful either. But we have taken quite severe damage on the Colorado. But still, we have dealt with the complete British battle group.